Hi guys, it's Kay, and sorry we've been lost for such a long time. I know we haven't posted anything, recently or anything, but we've, S and I have had a cold, and we finally got our voices back, and we've kind of been busy with school, work, and all that stuff. But we're back, and today's tutorial is going to be all about Kim Kardashian inspired black smoky eye look. And I love Kim Kardashian. Those of you who know me, I love her style, I love her makeup. I'm always looking out for, what she's wearing, what she's doing with her makeup, and I totally love all her looks. So today's tutorial, like I said, it's going to be my take on an inspired look from Kim Kardashian, which is the black smoky eye. And I really hope you guys enjoy it. And if you're interested, please keep watching. Okay, for my face, as a primer, I use Benefit's POREfessional. I'm currently loving this. It's my favorite primer so far. And for the foundation, I use today Revlon's Colorstay for 24 hours in the shade 320 True Beige, and this is the normal to dry skin. And for my blush, I used True Match, don't know what I'm saying. And this is Baby Blossom. If you saw my haul, this is the one that I purchased, and this is the color, and I'm loving it. It's super cute. It's baby pink. And for bronzer, I'm using Bobbi Brown. The shade is Natural 1. I already put on my eye right here the Max Painterly. I already have this on my eye, and this is basically a primer that we use for our eyes to help the makeup stay longer. So now what I'm gonna do to start off this Kim Kardashian inspired smoky eye is basically I'm gonna start off with a base color like I did here. I don't know if you could kind of see it. I did more of like a brown and black combination. The reason why is to kind of help guide myself up to where the black is going to go, because if black could get very messy. So it takes practice to work with black, especially when it's on your whole eyelid. So I'm going to be using my e.l.f. brush, and this one is the blending brush from e.l.f., as you can see here. And I'm going to be using the color from MAC, which is actually called Cork. It's a very light brown. So I'm gonna get a little bit of this, put it on my crease. You're gonna want to spread this over. Like I said, I'm using this specific color because it serves as a base for the black, which is, this, I hope that this helps. I find that this helps me with black eyeshadow. You could always put a little bit more if you want to put on your whole eyelid. That's fine. I don't think it's necessary because you're going to put black on there anyways. But I just make sure I have, a good amount just to kind of see where the black's going to go. Perfect. I feel like I have enough. Okay. And now the black that I'm going to be using is from one of my favorite palettes, which is the Naked 2 palette. And we're going to be using today, where's my brush? I'm going to be using BlackOut, which is a perfect black. The reason why is because it's very, very, very matte. It's not shimmery at all, which is what I love about it. I'm going to be using another e.l.f. brush, and this is from e.l.f. Yeah, it's just says here eyeshadow brush. So I'm going to just put a little bit of this on here. And I'm gonna start placing this on my eyelid carefully, just because, like I said, black could get very messy. So I'm gonna just pat this on here, making sure I put it all over my eyelid. I want to make sure I get it everywhere. But if you see, that's the reason why I put on that brown there, to help me as a guide. I remember when I was scared to use black because obviously it's really dark. It's kind of an intimidating color, but with practice, it just becomes something that you can make something really pretty out of. And now I love it. Perfect. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and now it's usually the time when I like to, especially with dark colors, I like to highlight my brow bone. Why I do it so early is because, like I said, it's another guide. See, so I did the brown on my crease, the light brown on my crease, and then I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my brow bone. And what I love to use to highlight my brow bone is Vanilla, this little paint pot from MAC. It's my favorite. It's very shimmery, it's really pretty, it's perfect for the brow bone. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a little bit of this. Using the actual brush that comes in the Naked palette, I'm gonna be just placing a little bit here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start highlighting my brow bone. And I love using this one because it really stands out. It's really shimmery and it looks really pretty. So I'm gonna make sure I highlight it there. I like for it to stand out a lot, especially since I'm doing black on my eyelid. And once you feel you have enough, now I'm gonna go ahead and now since I did the black, it's very like the edges are really harsh. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna want to blend it out just so it's not so like, you know, like structured there that it's, I literally put black there. So using my 217 blending brush from MAC, which is one of my favorite blending brushes, I'm gonna go ahead and start blending the black that I placed on here, just to soften it and not make it so harsh. This is a smoky eye, so the trick to smoky eye is blending. See how it looks way more softened. Okay, and now the next color I'm going to use, like I said, I'm going to be using browns and blacks. The reason why is because it kind of tones on the black. I don't want to look like, you know, gothic or anything. The color I'm going to be using for my crease to add on to the black and to make it more smoky, the smoky effect color, I'm going to be using my 88 original palette from Coastal Scents. And the color is this one right here, these two, this one over here, and this one up here. The first one I'm going to be using is this one, which is like a really pretty, I guess orangey brown, like I said. I thought the color was really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and just, you know, starting up where the black ends right here, I'm going to go ahead and start applying this on my crease all the way, blending it in with the black. You know, you can start building it up. I do it very, you know, light, nothing crazy. I just want it to look very like, have that effect that there's another color there, but nothing crazy. Okay, perfect. And that's the first one that I showed you. And now I'm going to go ahead and go with the one that's a little bit more orangey and put that on here as well. So it's perfect orangey tone. And the brush that I'm using here is, you know, the brush that comes with my Naked 2 palette. This is a very soft blending brush. Make sure that both eyes are even. And see the little orangey tone that I have here. And it's basically a combination of both of those colors. Or you know, if you don't have this palette, feel free to use any orangey brown tone that you may have. Make sure it's very light and it blends good. So that's basically what I'm using, which I love. So sometimes at the end of the look, I like to go back in there with more of the vanilla, just because I feel like, you know, I like to highlight. Like I said, I love highlighting my brow bone. So, you know, just once again go in there with the vanilla using the same brush from my Naked palette and just, you know, make it more defined. As you can see here, I make it more defined. And I don't know if you guys saw, like, it really did help the fact that I did my brow bone, did my crease with the brown. It kind of helps as a really good guide for black. And now, of course, I'm going to go ahead and put eyeliner on, and I'm going to be using MAC's Black Track. Let me go ahead and open it. MAC's Black Track, I love this. And the brush I'm going to be using is MAC 263. And this is, you know, a eyeliner brush. Perfect. And I kind of wing it. Just very little, nothing crazy. And now what I'm going to do is using a pencil brush, and the one I'm going to be using today is MAC 219. This is what it looks like. And once again, with the Naked 2 palette, I'm going to go ahead and get BlackOut and put it at the tip of the brush. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to go ahead and apply it at my bottom lash line, really close to my lash line, and this is going to add more of a dramatic look to the smoky eye. I also make sure it connects. I don't know if you can see right here on my top, and I make sure it kind of connects like I did right here. I don't know if you can see it, but I always make sure I kind of like connect it just so it looks more even and more ovally, and it shapes my eye more. So once I do that, I go ahead and get my eyeliner from MAC. Let me see, where is it? Okay, the one that I use is Engraved from MAC. And I'm going to just go ahead and do my waterline. Very, very dramatic. Very Kim Kardashian. So once that's done, now I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara. I'm going to use two different types of mascara today. Where is it? I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. Tongue twister, Lash Blast. Okay, and I'm gonna apply this at the bottom, the top of my lashes to coat them evenly both ways. I always brush up doing this motion. I have really long lashes. They're really like tangled, and they actually kind of fall down on their own. So I always kind of brush them up. Mascara, love mascara. This one I've been using for a very long time, and it's one of my favorites. And one true love that I've officially found, and I'm loving, which you also saw that I purchased. I believe I used it on my haul, is the Voluminous, I can never say that word, from L'Oreal Full Definition. This is the best. It's really helps my eyelashes to, you know, go to their full extent. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and conceal, which I love to conceal after, because, you know, I ends up highlighting this area right here. So always conceal after. I really suggest it. You'll see the difference if you go ahead and do that. And the concealer I'm going to be using, it's my favorite, which is a Age Rewind from Maybelline, the Instant Age Rewind. So, and my shade is medium. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply this in the form of a triangle. And this is just, you know, to literally help you highlight this area right here. So that's why I do the form of a triangle. And to blend it out, I'm simply going to go ahead and use my finger. You could go ahead and use a brush if you want, but I like using my finger sometimes. I feel like I blend it out more. So there you go. You could add a little bit more if you like. I just like this area to look really highlighted, especially since I'm doing black. Now I'm going to be using my bronzer, and I'm going to be using, like I said, the Bobbi brown one, and I'm going to be using my MAC brush 168, which is my small contour brush, and I'm going to be using this for my bronzer. I always use this one for bronzer. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and start over here. Do a fishy face if you want. And just blend this right here and on my chin, and maybe some right here at the top of my hairline above my temple. These are the areas you're gonna wanna bronze. And where's my, now I'm gonna be using my blush, which is the Baby Blossom True Match. I'm actually gonna be using the actual brush that comes with the, you know, the actual blush brush. Always tongue twister for me when I say them together. Don't know why. So I'm gonna be applying this on my cheekbones. I'm gonna be using Soft and Gentle from MAC. I love this to highlight, and it's really pretty. I love it. And the brush I'm going to be using is my MAC 227 brush, and I use this to highlight. I love it because it's perfect for small areas and all that good stuff. So I'm going to put a little bit in here and just highlight this area right here. You're going to want to highlight this. I love highlighting, especially for a night look. You have to highlight. It makes all the difference in the world. So that's pretty much it. I put a little bit probably on my nose just to help, and a little bit right here. And now the lipstick I chose for this specific Kim Kardashian look is one of my favorite pinks from MAC. It's called Angel. It's my favorite. And I'm gonna just go ahead, it's a very light pink. Go ahead and apply it. I love this pink. Whenever I do a very dark, you know, color, I like to use a very light lipstick, nothing crazy. You could do something bold, but I prefer to kind of tone it down with my lips. And I love this pink. It's perfect for any lip, for any, you know, skin tone, and it's also perfect for any eyeshadow look that you're doing. So check out Angel. I love it. That's pretty much the look. I really hope you guys liked it. It's my Kim Kardashian inspired smoky eye. I really hope you guys like it. Please leave comments below, leave your suggestions, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I'm going to be adding more pictures and more swatches of the colors and all that stuff on our blog, so don't forget to check it out. Don't forget to check that out as well. Bye guys. XOXO.